If you have no close friends, society is quick to label that as a problem. People assume you're lonely, broken, or missing something essential. But psychology paints a very different picture. For many people, having no close friends isn't a flaw, it's a sign of depth, independence, and uncommon emotional strength. Today, we're going to explore 4 unique advantages that often come with having no close friends, and why this experience may be shaping you in powerful ways you haven't fully recognized yet. Let's begin with the first advantage. Number 1, you've developed strong emotional self-sufficiency. Psychology shows that when people don't rely heavily on social circles for emotional regulation, they learn how to process feelings internally. If you don't have close friends, you've likely become your own emotional anchor. You calm yourself down, you talk yourself through stress, you reflect instead of reacting. Research indicates that this kind of self-soothing skill is strongly linked to emotional intelligence and long-term resilience. While others may need constant reassurance or validation, you've learned how to sit with your emotions without running from them. That doesn't mean you don't feel deeply, it means you've learned how to hold yourself steady when emotions arise. This ability becomes a lifelong advantage, especially during difficult transitions when support systems fall apart. Number 2, you think independently and resist social pressure. When you don't have close friends influencing your choices, you're less likely to absorb groupthink. Psychology shows that people with fewer social attachments are often more internally guided rather than externally validated. You make decisions based on your values, not what keeps you accepted. This is why many people without close friends develop strong personal identities. You're not constantly adjusting yourself to fit into a group. You don't dilute your opinions to keep the peace. Over time, this creates authenticity. You know who you are because you had to figure it out on your own. And that independence becomes a powerful filter. You don't accept just any connection. You wait for ones that feel real. Number 3, you're highly observant and socially aware. Research indicates that people who spend more time on the outside of social groups often become exceptional observers. If you don't have close friends, you've likely spent years watching people instead of blending in with them. You notice tone shifts, contradictions, and unspoken dynamics. This makes you emotionally perceptive. You can read rooms. You sense when something is off. While others are busy talking, you're picking up on what's not being said. This isn't social weakness, it's quiet intelligence. Many people who seem socially detached are actually deeply socially aware, just selective about where they invest energy. Number 4, you build deeper relationships with yourself. Psychology shows that solitude, when not forced by shame, strengthens self-connection. If you have no close friends, you've probably spent a lot of time alone with your thoughts. And while that can be uncomfortable at first, it often leads to clarity. You understand your patterns, you recognize your emotional triggers, you know what drains you and what restores you. This level of self-knowledge is rare, and it's the foundation for healthy relationships later in life. People who never learn how to be alone often struggle with boundaries. You, on the other hand, already know where you end and others begin. And here's a bonus insight many people overlook. People without close friends often have a higher tolerance for emotional depth. Research suggests that when social interactions are limited, people turn inward and process experiences more deeply. You may feel things more intensely, think more philosophically, or question life more often. This isn't a weakness, it's depth. It's why many artists, thinkers, and emotionally wise people spend long periods without close friends. They're not disconnected, they're internally rich. Now, it's important to say this clearly. Having no close friends does not mean you don't need connection. Humans are wired for belonging, but not all belonging looks the same. Some people need constant companionship. Others need meaning, safety, and depth. If you're in this season of life without close friends, it doesn't mean you've failed socially. It may mean you're between connections or becoming the kind of person who won't settle for shallow ones. Many people with no close friends eventually form fewer but stronger bonds later in life, and when they do, those relationships are often more stable, honest, and emotionally mature because they're chosen, not clung to. So, if this video resonated with you, let this be your reminder. You're not broken, you're not behind, and you're not invisible. You're developing strengths most people don't notice until much later. If you want more psychology-based insights that help you understand your personality, your past, and your hidden strengths, make sure to subscribe. You're not alone in this experience, and there's more to you than the world realizes.